but it's the way in which it delivers it. 97. It has adjustable levers. Oh my. Yep.
I was very fortunate at ABR Festival this year to be given the opportunity to test ride the mighty Honda WN7. Why do I say mighty? Well, you'll see why by watching this video. All I can say is you'll need to buckle up to enjoy the ride, because it's going to be a quick one. Let's go.
31 degrees. Oh, this is easy. Easy peasy. Whoa. It's fun. Finally getting a test ride on it. This feels quality. It does feel quality. As with all electric bikes, it's virtually silent. It's very much a standard naked stance. Your knees are closely pressed against the tank. The bars are quite low. I think if I own this, I'd want to be sat upright a little bit more, because you are quite not crouched, but certainly leaned. Pegs are fairly high. There's a little bit of a whine from the motor on the overrun in particular. Here we go. Throttle feels quite stiff actually. It could be me just holding on to it too tightly. Suspension on this cattle grid, not too bad. I don't know what suspension it has got, I'll have to look it up. And acceleration on these is ludicrously fast. We've gone down 1% already. It's a very hot day. It's probably not doing the battery too much good. And the bloody indicators are Honda indicators, isn't it? Well, the good thing about these electric bikes is you can trickle along. No hunting by the motor, no jerkiness. So, very comfortable. The only negative so far, I think the riding position is a little bit too far forward for me. But you can easily sort that out. Bar risers. Mirrors, for once on a test bike, are pretty much okay. I'm hoping I'm getting some of this on 360 as well. It's just easy to go too fast. So you're going to change modes when you're stationary, which is a bit of a pain in the butt actually. That's the other negative. Oh, that wind is cooling me down. Like all full power electric motorbikes, it is fast. The seat is firm, bordering on rock hard, unfortunately. Yeah. See, another negative. Well, despite the overwhelmingly positive impression, there are a few negatives. It is reacting a bit to, I think there's a side wind here. Not too bad though. Remember, it's a very new motorcycle, so I'm not sure how many miles it's got on it, 250, so no, they don't do running in for electric, but I guess there's some components do need to adjust, like tyres. And obviously I'm not going to be able to test the performance in the rain or the other modes really, especially as you can't change modes when you're moving. It's just silly. You can do it on their petrol bikes. I think it's got regen braking by the looks of it. Yeah, which is always good. In Harvington. It's a very sort of a Warwickshire name, I think. And of course the indicators are in Honda's position, which is different to everybody else's. Whoa, a nasty bit of gravel there. Oh, this gravel is a bit of a bloody nightmare. Ever thought of the idea of putting gravel down? Let's hope we get rid of it. We're down to 89% now, so display's pretty readable. It's not very exciting. Obviously can't test it in the dark. LEDs of course are out all round. Yeah, I think the regen braking set a tad too high for me. God knows what it's like in sport. Yeah, you hardly need to brake in most situations, certainly urban ones. Well, so far, unfortunately, I'm not comfortable on this bike. The seat is rock hard, the bars are too low, and this throttle, I don't know, keeps giving me cramp. Mirror's good, seat uncomfortable, suspension feels okay, brakes sharp, and they need to be with this amount of performance on tap. It's only got likes of 87 horsepower, but equivalent in kilowatts. But it's the way in which it delivers it. Yeah, definitely a bike for lunatics, kind of like well-educated lunatics, let's just say, because the price, about 13 grand, it's not a mere trifle, I'm afraid. I think it's just the wrong side of the price performance kind of equation to make sense for most people as a practical everyday tool. It will put a lot of smiles on some people's faces and embarrass almost everything on the road. So it's faster than almost anything, and these electric bikes do tend to be up to a certain speed. I mean, if you want to get to 150, 160, you're going to still want a regular sports bike, but yeah. Okay. And when you need the brakes are there. So we're going right here. Just about got used to the indicators now. Eventually. The trouble with this thing, it's so fast. You can get away in almost any situation. If we have a stop, might be able to get it into sport mode briefly. 84, so 13% lost. I don't know how many miles. Not much. Well, let's just make some interesting video. I'm mixing the 360 with the Osmo, and we've still got audio, so hopefully you can hear my thoughts. But this is actually probably the most uncomfortable bike I've ever been sat on, but it's also probably the most exhilarating. And also, I'm getting white finger. Right, let me go right here. Oh, finally get that opportunity to put it into sport. So we're now in sport. Don't know how it's possible to get white finger on an electric motorcycle. There shouldn't really be any vibration. But I've got tingling and numbness in the left hand. So I think I'd want fatter, more cushion grips, I think. You can adjust the brake lever on the right hand side, so that should be feasible. Yeah, now here we go, the rest of our parties here, and now I'm in sports. I better watch what I'm doing. Oh, he's got the hazards on, so where we go? We turn a left. Left. Now I'm going to be really careful with this in sport mode. It's already ridiculously fast. This is going to be insane. I don't think I'm going to be able to put it to much use. Oh, I see. It's changed the graphic for the regen braking. And presumably there are different levels of regen to match the different modes. That's one ride out there. That's the off-road boys and girls. Yeah, less regen braking, I think, in sport. It's a principal difference. This is the end, I think. Yes, 78%, so almost 20%. Now, I don't know how many miles we did, but it weren't many. 13 or 14 maybe. Yeah, so not your everyday transport, this. Well, unless you're a millionaire, of course, and you have anything you like for everyday transport. Yeah. So I've been Andy, old Captain Clumsy. This has been a ride and review video. I've done a whole series on electric bikes, so check on the playlist which I've attached to this, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, very important, helps keep the channel above the choppy waters of the YouTube algorithm, and so I can deliver body content, and your thoughts and comments most welcome. Bye for now. Well, that certainly was worthwhile getting on that bike. It shows the future is electric. Whether you like it or not, at some point in the future we'll all be riding electric bikes. Just is the way it is. A little bit more to do in terms of range. But, you know, you've got a big name like Honda on board. You know, that's quite meaningful.